Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about some future updates that I would love to see come to my restaurant. And let me just get this straight. This is all stuff that's basically like fan made that I've came up with. So none of this stuff is confirmed that it's coming to the game, but this is stuff that I've sort of just came up with and just thought that would be really sick if they added to the game in the future, because obviously I'm quite a big fan of this game. I do want it to last and I do want it to be popular in still like a month's time. So yeah, that's basically why I'm making this. Hopefully one of them can watch and then maybe get, I don't know, motivated to sort of add some more ideas to the game. I'm not quite sure, but we're just gonna be talking about some things that I believe would be really awesome in my restaurant. And obviously if you've got any ideas, make sure to comment down below, because who knows, maybe one of the creators could see this and I don't know, maybe they might get inspired by one of your ideas. So let's get straight into the first thing, and probably why you clicked on this video. Right, so one of the first things that I have sort of thought about and I've heard people around the community talking about, so this was the thumbnail that I uploaded. I know it's kind of clickbaity, but hey, you know, it got your attention, all right? But anyway, this is sort of the idea that a lot of people have been talking about, where you will be able to trade furniture. Like I said, this is fan fiction, all right? None of this stuff has been confirmed. I'm not saying this will come to the game. I'm saying that I would like this to come to the game, but you know, I don't get everything I want. So basically my theory is, what I would want them to do is so we can trade some of our old furniture for some new different stuff, you know. Obviously I've done it here so that they trade a royal chair for a gumball machine and the person on the gumball machine's accepted, but obviously this person isn't going to accept. But yeah, just so like a trading menu so you can trade different stuff and different items. I just think this would be really cool to have like a trading menu like this. And I think what would make trading even better is if they added like exclusive sort of like chairs and things. Let's quickly go into the shop and let me show you what I mean. So if they added like a Halloween sort of like chair design, so that when Halloween's over they removed it so it becomes super rare, and then that will be like a trading item that people will trade for, you know, sort of like, I don't know, like any game where they'll add like a Halloween special item, and then after a few months when Halloween's over and the Halloween item's no longer in the game, that item will be super rare to sort of trade. That's kind of what I'm getting off. So, you know, maybe with this table they sort of add some Halloween decorations on it, and I don't know, maybe a pumpkin. Obviously Halloween's like nowhere near, and it could be like Christmas decorations on it, or you know, it can be like Easter or something. But sort of the next holiday they could add like a exclusive item that's only in the shop for like a week, you know, something rare, so that we can be able to trade that and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Another idea that I've had is that obviously the recent update, they've made it so you can customize your restaurant, but it's not really customizing it to your, like, for yourself, if you get what I mean. Like, you sort of, there's 3 loadouts that you can choose. I sort of want a future update where they make it so, for example, I can have the castle windows. Let me actually go up to it. Sorry if my game's laggy, by the way. It's just my restaurant, it's, I don't know, it's so laggy. But yeah, so I can have the castle windows on my restaurant, then I can have like the futuristic sort of glow theme, and then maybe I can have like the pirate's door, you know, something like that. Something where instead of it just being loadouts where you can just click and everyone has the same, because the whole point of being able to customize your restaurant is to have a significant difference between other players. But having the customization like that, people will still have the same restaurant I do, if you get what I'm trying to say here. But if they make it so you can actually choose which window, you can actually choose which paint. I mean, imagine you could like paint your restaurant whichever color. I mean, you could choose like rainbow, you know, like a rainbow statue, or you can have like a, I don't know, some weird sort of window designs, and maybe you can design your own door, or maybe even in like the real far future, you can sort of change your restaurant shape. That guy's saying damn bro to my restaurant. And also another thing that I sort of want to mention is that they should make it so you can add like walls in your restaurant. So maybe you can have like a wall here to make it so it's separate rooms. Instead of it just being one big room, they should make it so, I don't know, so for example here on this little bit, they can make it so a wall comes out here, and then you could have this area as like a toilet or something. Because you got to think, we have a restaurant here and we don't have a single like toilet area. I can't even get out. I can just jump out the window. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool if they added walls, just so we can customize our restaurants more and just make it more fun for people that just want to build some awesome restaurants. Another thing they could add is so outside, maybe you can add like a car park or something. I don't know how they would do that. They might have to make this Stein Island bigger. But wouldn't it be really cool if you could design the outside? So for example, you could have like a car park here, and you could have, I don't know, like a road that sort of connects to this road if you choose. I just think that'd be really cool, and obviously it would just bring way more sort of difference to everyone and make their restaurant more special rather than everyone's restaurant just sort of looking the same. You know, adding, and then outside with the car park you can add like different trees. Obviously if it's like Halloween or Christmas, you'll be able to add like pumpkins or Christmas trees, or if it's Easter eggs, you know, just different stuff to add to the game to make it pop more so people can keep coming back and be more interested. I just think that'd be really cool, and I think that's really what they need to focus on, is making the game more enjoyable for people that just want to customize their restaurant. Because I mean, realistically, that's basically what the play base is at the minute, is people that want to customize and build their own restaurant. Not a lot of people are trying to get to the leaderboard. I'd say probably about 10% of this game is trying to get to the leaderboard, but for the other 90 that want to customize their restaurant, they can only play for about what, an hour, and then sort of get a bit bored because there's not a lot you can customize. Another thing that I'm just coming up with, this is just random ideas at this point that I'm just coming up with in my head, so I'm sorry if you don't agree with my ideas, but you know, obviously they're just ideas, they're not actually anything that's coming to the game. But we could have sort of like vehicles. I know that might sound a little crazy, or like a skateboard or something that you can buy from the shop. So obviously, you know, if this guy was my friend here, this pilot, MRE, oh, he just left. Okay, maybe this person over here. So maybe this was my friend, for example, Elo joins. I could then get on my skateboard, and then I could return back to my restaurant. Obviously, I could just teleport, but you know, for the role players, if they wanted to, they could just get their skateboard and go back to their restaurant on the path, or maybe like a bicycle or something to be able to ride around. Because I feel like this path here, this is really good for like a vehicle, if you know what I'm saying. No, they've actually came up to me. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, imagine you could add a vehicle and you could drive around here in a Lamborghini, absolutely going ham, drifting around these corners. Okay, obviously it's not going to be that extreme, alright? I'm making it sound like Need for Speed or something. That obviously that won't happen. You won't be able to drift and stuff, but hey, it'd be pretty cool to be able to drive around and actually get to other people's restaurants. And also another thing that I sort of want added, but the problem is I don't know how they would implement it into the game. So for example, they could sort of add like bosses that you can try and fight or something. I know that sounds ridiculous because it's a My Restaurant game, but I don't know, if you complete a certain thing, you can then get, for example, like Gordon Ramsay to visit your restaurant or something. If you I can't really think at the moment, but I'm sure someone in the comments will come up with an idea. Obviously, if you don't know who Gordon Ramsay is, he's like a really popular chef in the UK. He's probably the most famous chef in the UK. And yeah, maybe you can get him to pop around your restaurant if you complete like a certain task. Or maybe it's like a rare drop. You know how like the Dom can sometimes randomly come? I mean, imagine if Gordon Ramsay just popped up at your restaurant, or that other guy, that other chef. I can't even remember his name. But yeah, like a really popular chef to come to your restaurant as like a boss or something. I don't know. And you have to like serve him in a certain time, or he'll leave and be disappointed and give you like a 1-star rating. I'm not quite sure. Like, he makes shows where he sort of does like Hell Kitchen and he rates restaurants. Maybe he can come to your restaurant and rate it. I don't know how that would work, but hey, that is just my crazy idea. And also a boss idea could be one of the pirates that I did in one of my leak videos. Maybe the pirates could sail over here and raid the island, and then they could sort of raid the entire server. Because you know how the Dom comes and it's only that one person that gets the Dom? Maybe the pirates come on a pirate ship and they can raid the entire server, and then who knows, maybe they can go dig up some gold or something. Or on the map, when the pirates come to raid your restaurants, there'll be little red X's around that you can sort of mine up yourself and get some extra money. Who knows? But yeah, these are all just crazy ideas I'm coming up with. To hopefully maybe push some of this into future updates, because I do know that people are disappointed with the updates that come into my restaurant, which really sucks, because if people don't like the updates, then they won't stick around, and obviously if people won't stick around, then the game won't do as good, and then the game will sort of flop and die, which we really don't want that because we do like this game. But yeah, make sure to comment down below what sort of ideas you have, because I'm sure there's probably a million crazy ideas that are rushing through people's heads that are just, you know, they're probably really good. I mean, if some people actually shared some of their ideas on future updates for the game, I'm sure that one of the devs will probably see it and actually maybe even implement it, who knows. The reason I'm sort of making this is because I feel like the devs might be a little lost on what to do on the game. So hopefully some of the ideas, I mean, I feel like I've said a lot of ideas. I've kind of just rambled on, but hopefully, I don't know. I doubt they'll watch this, but you know, hopefully you can add something or just sort of spice up the game. And yeah, this has been all for now. Who knows what the future updates will bring, and who knows if this game will still be really popular in a month's time or not, because I really do hope it is, because I do enjoy this game and I've spent a lot of time on it. I think this game is probably the game that I've spent the most Robux on, because I've bought the Golden Well, I bought the futuristic theme, I built the bigger restaurant pass, and I've even bought the VIP pass. So, you know, I don't want this game to flop because of how much money I've spent on the game, but hopefully you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time.